Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. How are you guys on today? Hello, and welcome to Story Time with Miss Doris. I hope you guys are having an awesome day on today. Remember, today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, we read. Our Wednesdays are our Christian days. So the music that's playing in the background, I do not own the copyrights to the music. Again, that's playing in the background for our story time. And today I'm so excited to be reading you guys a story. Today's story we're going to be reading is Esther Saves Her People. And the other story is going to be Daniel in the Den of the Lions. Hello and welcome. I'm going to go ahead on and get started. I would like to say hello to all of you guys. Hello, So. Hello, Miss Ebony. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some, good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris. I'm so excited. Well, we're not doing the story time song on today. We have our other music playing in the background. But guess what? I'm so excited that you are tuning in on today. And I have two awesome short stories for us on today. Shout outs to you. Shout out to PLCC family, Pastor Elect Lady Washington. Hello, Sister BJ. Hello, Shakana. Hello, Shaquavia. Hello to you, artists. I hope you're having an awesome, blessed day. Hello, Harmony Tanelia. Hello, Lakeisha. Hello, J. Marie. Hello, Brother Ruben. Hello to all of you guys out there in Storytime. Hello, Royce. I missed you, Royce. Hello, Miss Nisha. So guess what, guys? Let's go ahead and get started with our story. Today's story we're going to be reading is Esther Saves Her People. Esther Saves Her People. Let's get started. On the third day, Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the palace in front of the king's hall. The king was sitting on his royal throne in the hall, facing the entrance, when he saw Queen Esther standing in the court. He was pleased with her and held out to her the gold scepter that was in his hand. So Esther approached and touched the tip of the scepter. Then the king asked, "What is it, Queen?" "Queen Esther, what is your request? Even if up to half the kingdom, it will be given you." Esther replied, "My petition and my request is this. If the king regards me with favor, and if it pleases the king to grant my petition and fulfill my request, let the king and Haman come tomorrow to the banquet. I will prepare for them. Then I will answer the king's question." So the king and Haman went to the den to dine with Queen Esther, and as they were drinking wine, the king again asked, "Queen Esther, what is your petition?" "It will be given you. What is your request? Even up to half the kingdom, it will be granted." Then Queen Esther answered, "If I have found favor with you, O king, and if it pleases your majesty, grant me my life for this petition, and spare my people. This is my request. For I and my people have been sold for destruction and slaughter and annihilation. If we had merely been sold as a male and female slaves, I would have kept quiet, because such distress would justify disturbing the king." King Xerxes asked Queen Esther, "Who is he? Where is the man who has dared to do such a thing?" Esther said, "The adversary and enemy is this veiled Haman." Then Haman was terrified before the king and queen. Harbana, one of the eunuchs attending the king, said, "A gallows 75 feet high stands by Haman's house. He had it made for Mordecai, who spoke up to help the king." The king said, "Hang on it." So they hang Haman on the gallows. He prepared for Mordecai. Then the king's fury subsided. Wow. That same day, King Xerxes gave Queen Esther the estate of Haman, the enemy of the Jews, and Mordecai came into presence of the king, for Esther had told how he was related to her. The king took off his sign ring, which he had reclaimed from Haman, and presented it to Mordecai, and Esther appointed him over Haman's estate. Esther again pleaded with the king, falling at his feet and weeping. She begged him to put an end to the evil plan of Haman and Agagite, which he had devised against the Jews. Then the king extended the gold scepter to Esther, and she arose and stood before him. King Xerxes replied to Queen Esther, and to Mordecai the Jew, "Because Haman attacked the Jews, I have given his estate to Esther." And they hang him on the gallows and write another decree in the king's name on behalf of the Jews, as seems best to you, and seal it with the king's signet ring, for no document written in the king's name and sealed with his ring can be revoked. The king's edict granted to Jews in every city the right to assemble and protect themselves, to destroy, kill, and annihilate any army force of any nationality and province that might attack them and their women and their children, and to plunder and property of their enemies in every province and every city. Wherever the edict of the king went, there was joy, gladness among the Jews, with feasting and celebrating, and many people of their nationalities, hello Royce, hello Miss Nisha, became Jews because of the fear of the Jews had seized them. Next story we're going to be reading is Daniel in the Den of Lions. It pleased Darius to appoint 120 satraps to the rule throughout the kingdom, with 3 administrators over them, and of whom was Daniel. The satraps were made accountable to them, so that the king might not suffer loss. Now Daniel disgusted himself among the administrators and the satraps, by his exceptional qualities, that the king planned to set over the whole kingdom. At this time, the administrators and the satraps tried to find grounds for charges against Daniel in the conduct of government affairs, but they were unable to do so. They could find no corruption in him, because he was trustworthy and neither corrupted nor negligent. Finally, these men said, "We would never find any basis for charges against this man, Daniel, unless it is something to do with the law of his God. So the administrators and the satraps went as a group to the king and said, "O King Darius, live forever." The royal administrators, prefects, satraps, advisors, and governors have all agreed that the king should issue an edict and enforce the decree that anyone who prays to any god or man during the next 30 days, except to you, O king, shall be thrown in the lion's den. Now, O king, issue the decree and put it in writing so that it cannot be altered, in accordance with the laws of Medes and the Persians, which cannot be repealed. So King Darius put the decree in writing. There he goes, putting it in writing. Now when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before. Then these men went as a group and found Daniel praying and asking God for help. So they went to the king and spoke to him about his royal decree. Did you not publish a decree that during the next 30 days, anyone who prays to any god or man except to you, O king, would be thrown into the lion's den? The king answered, "The decree stands in accordance with the laws of the Medes and the Persians, which cannot be repealed." Then they said to the king, "Daniel, who is one of the exiles from Judah, pays no attention to you, O king, or to the decree you put in writing. He still prays 3 times a day." When the king heard this, he was greatly distressed. He was determined to rescue Daniel and made every effort until sundown to save him. Then the men went as a group to the king and said to him, "Remember, O king, that according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, no decree or edict that the king issues can be changed." And there is Daniel upstairs in his room in the window, where he prays 3 times a day. So the king gave the order, and they brought Daniel and threw him into the lion's den. The king said to Daniel, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." He didn't want to throw him in the lion's den. A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet ring with the rings of the nobles, so that Daniel's situation might not be changed. Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night without eating and without any entertainment being brought to him. And he could not sleep. He couldn't sleep about what was about to happen to Daniel. But guess what? He didn't realize Daniel served an awesome God that was not going to leave him hanging. He was going to be there to protect him. At the first light of dawn, the king got up and hurried to the lion's den. When he came near the den, he called to Daniel in an anguished voice, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "O king, live forever. My God sent, oh my goodness, my God sent his angels and he shut the mouth of the lion's den. Whoa, my goodness, what a blessing. They have not hurt me because I was found innocent in his sight, nor have I ever done any wrong before you, O king. The king was overjoyed and gave orders to lift Daniel out of the den. And when Daniel was lifted from the den, no wound was found on him because he had trusted in God. Wow, man, God answered Daniel's prayers. When you guys pray to God, make sure you have faith and you believe that it is done. This was two such awesome, beautiful, beautiful stories. I enjoyed reading these stories to you guys on today. Guys, remember, when you pray to God, just believe and have faith that it is so. God will work it out. We may not be there when you want him, but guess what? He's always on time. In Daniel's case, Daniel never gave up. Even though they threw him in the lion's den for the lions to eat him, he still had faith. He still prayed 3 times a day to the God that he praised and worshiped. And guess what? He had faith that he wouldn't leave him alone. And he did not leave him alone. He went down in the lion's den with Daniel to let Daniel know, guess what, Daniel? Your praying was not in vain. You did it 3 times a day. It wasn't in vain. So he sent his angels to encamp around him in his protection. God's angels are encamped around you guys on today. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for tuning in. I enjoy reading you guys this story on today. And remember, if you're not smiling on today, I hope once you see Miss Doris's smile that you are smiling on today. Have an awesome day. Love you all. Hello, Royce. Royce, I hope you had fun swimming the other day. I seen you swimming. I can I spy. I have magical eyes. Well, take care, guys. God bless you all. Have an awesome day. Don't forget, share story time with your family and friends. Again, the music that's playing in the background, I do not own the rights to the music that's playing in the background for our story time on today. Have an awesome day, guys. Take care. Love you all with the love of God. God bless you.